DJ EFN.
What's up? Puerto Rican
I give you the proper introduction. When it comes to comedy, the man comes from comedy royalty. When you think
it's a dynasty.
Dynasty
royalty.
A
comedy dynasty, man.
I feel like I was born on the set of A Living Color, and I feel like he was there.
Yeah.
I feel like his very first movie he ever done was my very favorite movie. I'ma Get You Sucker. In case you don't know who we talking about, we're talking about the motherfucking incredible Marlon Wayans. First off, we don't know if you know, Drink Champs is a drunk show that we pick up our legends because so many people want to give props to our legends after they die. People want to say how great Marlon was after you died. We don't want to do that. We want to give you your flowers.
I just tell you, I don't know if I'm making it out here.
He's like, I might die.
I'm scared.
No, you good.
I'm scared. I don't know what this nigga is. You got predator niggas in there. This nigga straight out of Kingston. I swear to God, nigga, when I drove in here, I was like, see nothing but warehouses. Nigga, there's a dead body somebody. This is stand by me. You want to see a dead body? Nigga.
EFN believes that.
What do you mean? It's 48.
We're going to stop putting the bad.
Listen, it was a straight dog.
Bringing it out of
and the dog was skinny as fuck.
It was a straight dog. I do be seeing that
nigga. Ain't no food here. And nobody cares about an animal.
I do be seeing that straight dog.
Are you smoking weed?
I'm smoking marijuana, but I'm a medical marijuana
and
patient.
This nigga here, he just rolls it up. That's another job.
So let me just say, your Netflix special.
I'm getting content. I can't do this. I gotta work, man.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Oh my
God. So you're out here right now. You got.
Mitch, if I start saying dumb shit, stop me.
I got you. Mitch, I know you from somewhere too, right?
Yeah, man. He was in juice. He said you got the juice now, man. Yes.
So I don't know if you know, like we interview people who have 10 years in this game or more. One of the comedians we interviewed was Mike Epps.
Mike Epps. Yeah.
We had Jack Thriller, TK Kirkland. TK was the only person who asked for Ace of Spades. He gotta relax.
Yeah, TK twice as well. He did twice.
He asked for Ace of Spades. He tried to take TK. Oh no, take advantage. No, we got the niggas some Moet. We got the niggas some Moet. At least we got what you wanted.
And poured in the Ace of Spades bottle.
We should have. So now you really come from where you had to be funny for real in your own family.
I'm getting contact.
Move it this way. All right, so you had to come from where you had to be funny in your own family.
In a joint. You moving it. No one knows. You ain't got
You ain't got windows. It's like Las Vegas.
Oh, nigga. This is gonna be all bad. It's already all bad.
This is how we get the best out of an interview.
Nigga coughing. And he ain't even smoking weed.
But he just got out.
So how is it growing up? Like, cause right now, we just obviously Christmas just passed, and all the kids got around.
Fuck Christmas.
And all of us we interact. How was it like growing up in your household on Christmas and holidays and Thanksgiving and things like? Cause everybody's funny in your family.
Christmas was a lot more fun when I didn't have money and I received gifts.
When you didn't have money,
you had to give them out.
Nigga, Santa Claus don't get Christmas. Nigga, this was not fun.
Right.
At a point, I was just like, I really love that nigga like that. I really gotta buy Sean nothing. I don't know this nigga.
Oh, you talking about your son? Oh my God!
No, but I was fortunate and blessed, man. My brother Keenan and my mom always made sure we had a dope Christmas, and and we laugh a lot. And Keenan always made sure we had a dope Christmas. And Damon, they got us Atari. And me and Sean was just blessed to have dope-ass big brothers and sisters that cared and loved us, Now,
let me ask you a question about
after
Sean that I
tortured us.
always wanted to ask.
Yes.
Is he really a DJ or was that just for a living color?
He wasn't DJ. I saw him and the shit wasn't even connected.
Yeah, I always wanted to act his class.
No, as a DJ, I was like, come on, man.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. Back in the day,
Hold on.
Or he really
in the day, Sean was like the Milli Vanilli of DJs. It wasn't connected. Like he was lip syncing DJ moves. But now, Sean is a DJ. And he does parties all over the place. He's
might as well.
I want SW1 to be like the new who the little Asian dude that jump up and down.
Oh, not Khaled, right?
Karaoke.
You said Khaled?
Okay. Throw cake in people's face.
He throw cake in people's face? Oh, he gotta know how to fight.
So in Living Color, right?
You know he ain't going to he ain't doing no nigga party.
In Living Color, right?
Cake in my motherfucker.
So In Living Color was like the black version of Saturday Night Live, right? Why do you think In Living Color never had like spin-offs like Anchorman and like Ladies Man, like and
I
things
think
like
everything they did was a spin-off. You guys did a lot of things off of that.
Why do you think like actual movies didn't come from that?
I think In Living Color was such a big thing, and when it happened, it was so big that I don't think everybody knew the behemoth that it was. I think it was just like this big explosion. We were like, yo! We had no idea. You know, you gotta understand Saturday Night Live has been around for 25, 30 years. So they've got to really look at the business of what Saturday Night Live was. When In Living Color happened, you know, it was just a bunch of young, dope niggas, and nobody knew it was gonna be the brand that it was. I mean, in hindsight, I wish In Living Color was still on. And In Living Color was only on 4 or 5 seasons because of the business that transpired, you know, where Saturday Night Live, NBC takes care of the boss and make sure that you gotta pay. The reboot. You need the right support system to do a reboot. In Living Color was such a dope show.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck that up.
Yeah. And you got to get more writers, and they had like Keenan's got a great eye for talent. Like on the Living Color reboot, he had high talent, and like Lil Rel was on the Living Color reboot.
From Get Out,
from Get Out, Lil Damon, Sidney Castillo. Once again, Ivory got an eye. He knows who's dope, and I'm high.
You know, I actually got to live a taping of the original Living Color.
Living Color, I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know where y'all filmed it at. Was that?
It was in LA. No, it was in LA.
Can you open the window?
Yeah, open it up. Come on.
I'm high.
Open it up.
We don't got windows, but we'll open some windows.
My heart.
You're a legend, man. You're a legend.
Nah, they taped it in LA.
Even the little boy.
My man said they haven't even started yet.
They haven't started yet. Oh my God, he's an athlete. The little boy's an athlete. You don't smoke on funny own son. Your daddy's smoking in front of you.
Yeah, it's okay. He 18.
You be at school like, yo, my nigga, my daddy gave me that. Yo, throw that glory on, my nigga. Oh, that Puerto Rican noise. You know Puerto Rican after you.
Do you feel Damon Wayans is underrated?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel like Damon Wayans, and you know, I'm his brother, so I'm not the one to answer this question.
Nah, fuck that. You can
I'm not the one to answer this question because everyone be like, oh, nigga, you just saying that because he's your brother. Damon Wayans is like, to me, top 3 ever. You know, to me, he's you know, you got Richard, Eddie, and Damon.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Red Fox. 'Cause aren't you named after Red Fox? Isn't your middle name?
No, nigga.
Oh no, Lamar.
My middle name is Lamar. My first and my Marlon.
That's Lamar was Red Fox's son.
Yes, Lamar.
Okay.
Marlon Jackson. You named after Jackson.
Like I was crazy.
But that was high nigga mentality. You said Red Fox. You named after Red Fox. On the show, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Jason.
Fuck that whole shit up. Y'all got no air. Would you stop at that fucking graffiti on the walls like this is Kingston. Dude, the nigga how high this nigga is. Oh my Lord. He changed color. That nigga was dark skin. Everybody in here is high, nigga. We like, who's this? Okay. My cousin. If this feel like a scene,
he live streaming like it's Get Out.
Yo, come get me! Come get
Damon
top
is
3.
severely underrated because from when I look at comedy, I look and when I judge, and listen, there's other greats. There's great things about everybody, you know, everybody. But Damon, to me, is a guy that can do characters. He can tell the joke. He can show you the joke. He talked about his pain. He'd be a part of the joke. He talked about his pain and made that funny. He talked about his truth. He talked about his life. And then he did things that was innovative. When he twisted up his arm to play handyman,
the physical comedy.
I've never seen nobody do that. I've never seen nobody do that. I've never seen somebody say, what if I committed suicide and I live? And my feet was attached to my body, and like the images that this man would create to me as a little, even as a little boy, as a man, and as an artist, I go, Damon Wayans is that dude, and I'm just blessed to have been raised in a house with a legend like him and a legend like Keenan.
Make some noise.
What is the age gap between y'all?
You get some fucking air conditioning. All this liquor and no air conditioning.
You want some champagne? Cool you down. Here, take some champagne.
No, I don't want no champagne. That's for pretty bitches. I'm too ugly to drink champagne.
So what's the age gap between y'all, the older brothers?
My brother Keenan, I think Keenan's 60, I'm 40. There's about 14, 15 year age difference between me and Keenan. 13 years difference between me and Damon, and like a year between me and Sean.
Because you and Sean came late into Living Color, right? Like towards the end of it.
Yeah, me and Sean came. Sean been around for a while, fake DJ.
Right.
And then now he's a real DJ.
Yeah.
But I came on Living Color on season 4 when the Titanic hit the iceberg. I came on the ship. But I got one dope season. I got to do characters. I got to do things I always dreamt to do. I learned to write sketches because nobody's writing for me and Sean. So me and Sean used to write for ourselves. So if my answers get cut short.
Now here's a funny thing.
Sweater's gonna happen. There's no air conditioning. I have a towel in his car.
Now here's something.
Can you hire a pretty girl? Somebody just hire a little midget to just sit there and do this.
Let us explain. We have a different studio that's under construction.
This is a hood studio.
It's the hood studio, but we figured you from Brooklyn. We figured you ain't gonna.
I'm from Manhattan. You don't do this Brooklyn shit. I beg your pardon, bro.
You got the juice now.
I beg your pardon.
Now here's some crazy shit. Like, after hearing that Tupac got shot.
This nigga has 5 blunts. He's smoking all. They're still wet, mind you. Did the baby roller these? Did you make the baby roller? Oh, there you go. Good job, son. Your roller's getting tight. Nigga's too wet. We-roll that shit, my dog. Billy, we roll that shit. Nigga, name them after me. Papote is over there. You got Papote over there. Rolling them out right away. You got Papote and Chicky Thing. You got Chicky Thing over there, my nigga. Yo, who's in charge of it?
We got you. Give him whatever he needs.
Oh shit!
Over here.
Go ahead.
Can I use your charge?
He said papote.
This nigga trying to plug it into anything. Go ahead. Plug into
He's
something.
so high, nigga.
Nigga about to plug it into his spear.
It's charging yet? Charging yet?
Give it to me, put it in the computer. Yo.
Yo, this is the most fun I ever had.
Yeah. So do you
Nigga, you useless right now. I see the weed.
What camera angle like that?
So let me ask you a question.
You've been asking me a bunch of questions. I don't think I answered
Get your
shit.
answers out of you, man.
Because I'm high as fuck.
Do you ever like
Don't
look
trust.
at passing of Tupac and you actually played in a film and you actually killed Tupac?
Above the rim?
Above the rim. Like does it ever get spooky for you where you sit back and say, damn, I acted that out once. You know what I'm saying?
That don't get spooky for me. I mean, now that you think about it, in this neighborhood, you got me in there. I guess it's a little spooky. And as high as I am, you got Mitch.
Mitch, my nigga.
Yo, Mitch is high as fuck. High as hell.
That's right, my nigga. That's right, my nigga.
All right, we gotta open the window.
We got no windows, man. We got
open the door, but
we got a cage. We got a cage.
Open the door, leave the gate closed.
We got it. Yo, just close the cage.
The AC is on?
I brought it down to 50.
Oh, the AC is going to get, but until then.
Down to 50.
Yeah, until then.
Just open it in the meantime.
Yeah, okay.
Forget about AC right now.
Yeah, leave it open.
I'm hot.
Close the gate.
I'm gonna get a lung infection.
Leave it open.
Well, we can't keep it too open. You see the movie Bird Box?
After blood. Oh.
First off, I think we should shout out. We go get back to this Tupac question. We just shout out. You at the Improv tonight.
Doral, right? Doral Improv.
I'm at I've been saying it wrong all day.
Doral.
I'm at Daryl.
You're at Daryl's crib.
I'm at Daryl's crib. Improvising up in Miami.
You here tonight, tomorrow, and on Monday,
Yeah, I got
correct?
one show tonight, Friday, 2 shows on Saturday, one show Sunday, and then New Year's Eve, which is Monday. I got 2 shows, so bring in the New Year's with me.
Nice.
Brand new set, nothing you've seen in Wokish. So come on down.
That's funny for me because when I was looking at a comedian, that's what I certainly go for, is to make sure they don't repeat material. You know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes when I go see Jay for a show, or I go see Kanye or something. Each show I want something different. So that's what you're saying. You like every time it's not repeated material.
No, it's not repeated material.
Okay.
Oh, every show.
Here's the thing, rap, y'all can do that. People don't want to hear.
No, we can do the same song, but don't lay it out the same way.
Yeah,
Well, go ahead.
But y'all can do that in music. I can't. Y'all and the audience will sing along. I can't do that in fucking stand up, nigga. Niggas is like, nah, that's the. We heard the old shit. Where the new shit at? If somebody come to my show, I make my opener ask how many people seen me perform live before, so then I can guesstimate. All right, about how many people have seen the new set. So if there's jokes that I have in my arsenal, I go, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to show them all new because 65 people in the crowd just clapped that they've seen me before, so I got to come at this brand new. And unless I'm working for a special, but I never like to repeat the same material. Like I like to go out there and give a fresh show. And if I do it in a special, I ain't doing that shit again.
Wow.
It's dead.
Wow.
It's dead to me. It's dead to me. Now I could do a character and reboot a character, like and put the character in a different situation. But I'm not trying to repeat a joke.
You had a Netflix special in the smack dead in the middle of like Monique controversy, where Monique is saying that, but and then you had a Netflix special, and you was very quiet about what they.
I was gonna get that money. All that Black Pride aside, I feel you, sister.
Did you say Black Pride aside?
Yeah,
that was hard. I never heard of that.
I was gonna get that money. My mama has diabetes. I got bills to pay. Her sugar, nigga, we need the sugar checkers. Come on, sugar checkers is expensive. I was gonna get that. I was gonna get that money. I don't even talk about Netflix. Was mighty good to me. It was in the middle of all that. But my feeling on that whole situation is like, in the art of negotiation, everybody always feels that their value is X. Or your worth is X, but it's not about worth. They're gonna play you your value, and your value is what they deem the price they feel comfortable paying you. You, no matter what, worldwide, they run numbers and they go, "This is what we're gonna pay you." And now
That's why Netflix don't give you numbers, because they don't want you to feel.
Well, I think it's part of their matrix.
Right?
Netflix, they'll give you certain hints about where regions you're doing well and things like that. But in the art of negotiation, there always comes a time where you have to say yes or no. And if you say no, then walk away, and you ain't, the negotiation's over. So you going on press tours and all that, I don't think it's helpful, you know, but at the same time, you know, I love Monique. I think Monique is severely underrated.
She's kicking ass in Vegas right
as
now.
an artist.
Well.
She's a severely underrated comedian. The girl she's a very funny lady.
Yes, she is.
But at the end of the day, you know, what they're gonna pay you is what they're gonna pay you, no matter what you try to do. They still gonna be like, yeah, I heard all that, but we're gonna pay you this. So for me, you know, in that negotiation, I was like, you know, we got to a number, and I was like, whether or not I like the number is not important. What's important is that I go ahead and do this, and I show the world that I do stand up. And
the AC now. The AC is coming.
Time, I don't feel it.
It's coming.
I don't feel it, and I feel how high you are because you was quiet. You was so quiet. The words on your
the wide opener came. Okay.
The words on your
now
phone
I got notes.
look like what's that movie I just saw with Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart?
Night School.
Night School.
Night School.
The words
I've seen
on
that.
your phone.
I'm dyslexic, so it does come out. Like, I'm dyslexic. I'm like. So your favorite movie is The Bridges
Are you reading
of Madison?
your questions, nigga?
Yeah, I have to, because I'm dyslexic. You just hit it. And your favorite movie is
movie's favorite is
like Yoda and shit.
So your favorite movie is The Bridges of Madison County?
Where's he going?
Is that your favorite movie for real? The Bridges of Madison County?
Can I be romantic, nigga?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, what is that
Bridges
movie?
of Madison County.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
You hardcore niggas. I should put this on and watch all you niggas cry. A room full of hardcore weed smoking niggas cry. She should have laughed out.
When I Googled
She
that,
should have been with him.
I didn't know what that was. There's another Puerto Rican came in. That's Puerto Rican. You don't have Puerto Rican, right? I have Puerto Rican, half black.
Which makes a Dominican. Oh shit!
You killed that. So how's it your favorite
I'm
movie?
such a contact high right now.
How's it your favorite movie? It's a romantic movie. Did I gotta go there and watch it with my wife tonight?
Oh shit!
What's the name of the movie again?
Bridges of Madison
Oh, I
County.
thought you said midgets of Madison County.
Y'all got the air conditioner. This is a trick.
He's like, get out!
Yeah, he's
got me in the lung.
Amber Rose wasn't even
He's so
inside.
high he can't even talk no more.
Who said that?
Huh? Okay, Bridges of Madison County. Here's why. Because Bridges of Madison County was a movie about a woman who was Meryl Streep and her husband. Okay, her husband goes on a road trip. She has 2 kids, and when he's gone, this photographer comes in town and winds up smashing.
To Smithereens.
Wait.
The Smithereens. Yeah, he beat it down.
Okay.
The way the husband can't, because he's a husband. So they wind up falling in love in 3 or 4 days. And then what happens is his husband comes back with the kids. And she's like, should I leave or should I go? Now, this happened, but what happened was the children found her diary and her book. And in the book, it tells about this love story that mom cheated on dad. And meanwhile, they're going through stuff in their life. And the whole thing is kind of like a lesson about life, which is love and lust and choices that you make. And there is no wrong choices in life, and there's no wrong experiences. Because that experience that she had with that dude for those 3 days, getting all slobbered out.
It was right for her at the moment.
Getting wiped all over that kitchen sink. Gave her the tenacity and the love to stay with her children for the rest of their lives. So for me, it was a beautiful book. It's a great book, but it's a beautiful movie you should watch.
Is this an odd moment in Drink Champs? 1, 2, 3.
Why the fuck you put the Puerto Rican thing?
Why you gotta be Puerto Rican?
Who got that?
All right.
The Cuban got it.
Oh, this nigga.
So when you
That shit's so loud, it come like it feel like it comes from over there. You see how you go around the world?
So what's interesting is when you Google you and you say your top 3 rappers, it's Jay-Z, Nas, and Biggie. That means if
I love you too.
No.
Don't get emotional.
Watch out.
Don't get emotional.
No, but hear me out.
I like Diddy as your album. I still got to see it.
Hear me out, but most comedians, you know, they don't have that traditional list like that. I could tell you really listen to hip hop. That's what
Absolutely.
you know what I mean. Like so many people would just say Tupac. It was Nas, Biggie, and Jay, I believe. Yeah. But so many people would say Tupac just because Tupac is dead.
Tupac is great.
Tupac is great.
He's a great. I gotta give it up for Pac because of his diversity. I gotta give it up for Dear Mama make a nigga make me cry. I heard that song. I call my mama, nigga, and she talk a lot.
You knew Pac was big like that when you worked with him on Above the Rim?
I knew he was special. I knew that.
How about Bernie?
I know he was special. Here's the thing.
You know he was a king of comedy?
Huh?
Did you know he was a king of comedy when you met him? Because remember, he was playing a crackhead.
He wasn't a king of comedy back when we was doing that movie.
But did you see a king of comedy?
Absolutely. Anybody I ever put in a movie or anybody I ever
put in a movie? Hold on, because you just flossed.
We put Bernie in Don't Be a Menace, my nigga. I've been producing since I was...
You know what?
And then I was
so
Bernie was my friend, and we put him in Wayne's.
Let me tell you what's so fucked up about how I look at
Sure, when he was on Wayne's, Bernie was a friend. It's not that I'm trying to say I put Bernie on. I'm trying to say that I seen something special in Bernie. If I ever put anybody in anything, it's because I see something special. And not I, meaning me and my brothers.
Because y'all come together
special.
In the Black Illuminati. Y'all come together.
Illuminati niggas got real money. I think about it. I don't need the Illuminati man. Because them niggas, I want that. I want a jet. I want a jet. Like, nigga, can I get down? How much soul do you need? You need all?
I don't know. I've been looking into it. I'm not sure.
Look into it.
I'm fucking around. But because.
But here's the thing. If we see it in you, we gonna put you in. Me and Tiffany was having a conversation the other
Tiffany
night.
Haddish?
Me and Haddish, right?
He be flossing. I love the way.
I know. I mean, we got our listeners don't know.
I love the way.
There's mad
And she
Tiffany's
was
out
like,
there.
how come you never put me in something earlier? And I was like,
Oh, she trying to say you bad wagging it now? That's what she's trying to
this
say.
is my friend. We're having a conversation. And I've always thought Tiffany was super talented. I never once, that's why I put her in Funniest Wins, which was a comedy show that I had for TBS because I seen something in her. And I was like, yo, if you do X, Y, and Z, you could take it to the next level. And sometimes just because you're funny, it don't mean you're ready for opportunity because sometimes it's about the not being funny that you need to do for this specific role. But that girl has always been brilliant. Sidney Castillo, brilliant dude.
So how did you feel about Cat Williams when Cat Williams made that? He actually, he not only Tiffany, he went at Kevin Hart as well. And
I don't like beef in comedy. It works for rap.
It's anti-comedy.
It works for rap.
That's
how y'all niggas
it's
sell records.
anti-comedy.
If somebody come in here and shoot us all, nigga, your old album is it's gonna be N.O.R.E. Playing that. Can I get another one of these?
Yeah, you sure you don't want your $100 wine?
You trying to kill me? Hold on.
The AC's fixed, he said. Puerto Rican.
He just fixed it.
Oh my God.
You want some of your $100 expensive shit?
You ain't got a wine opener.
Yeah, we gotta open it, right?
Oh, yeah, we got wine
You want me to open it? Come here. Who we go? It's open now.
Open it in front of him. I don't want him to think. Who got Wendy's out this motherfucker?
We do.
Oh, thank God. Okay. All right, so, damn.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, super talented, right? When it comes to putting people in things, and me and my brothers, for years, always try to put people in things that we think at that time they're ready for that opportunity. If you give somebody an opportunity before they're ready, what you do is they blow the opportunity, and now they have to start from scratch
again.
And now once you fail, you got to go all the way back to the back of the line. Instead of getting there. I see you. See the progression. You go, now you're anointed. And as long as you're a part of that journey, then and you do it with a good heart and good intentions, I think you're good. I'm not a hater. I don't sit there and go, I ain't putting that nigga in there because if he blow up, then he gonna take light from me. Nah, nigga, every movie I do, Avion came in Haunted House.
If you're on Crockett?
Take the ball, my nigga.
Right.
Bow. That nigga, take the Cedric came in the haunted house. Bow. Nigga, I'll be on the other side. Yo, try this right there. Like we write in the art of comedy. It's like a basketball game. You ditch the ball to each other.
I honestly don't think.
You stop trying to create fights between friends.
No, I honestly don't think Cat Williams was hating. I just think Cat Williams was voicing his opinion. And nowadays, is that hating voicing your opinion?
No.
Or can we have an opinion? Like, can you go to a movie, not enjoy it, but not diss it?
Cat is
that's a good one right there.
Cat is a brilliant comedian.
Yes.
And, sometimes what he says, people can misinterpret. But we all know Cat. So we know what he's trying to say, and so we don't get offended by it. Sometimes Cat's just Cat. And you just gotta let Cat be Cat. Because he's different, don't make him bad. He's just Cat. So I don't think it's hate. And look, me and Mike Epps, we talk sometime. He'd be like, "Yo, Marlon, blah blah blah." Mike was in a movie with me. I don't work in hate. I work in love, and I ain't got no hate. I grew up in a fraternity, which is my brothers, and so for me, comedy is a fraternity. So I look at every one of my comedian friends as y'all my brothers. I don't want to hate on you. I don't need you for nothing. I've been eating for 25 years.
But have you ever been through something like that where you felt like somebody was hating on you, or felt like there's a misunderstanding? Because I don't want to just point like comedy as if it's a perfect world.
You so high, you can't talk no more.
Because you know why? Because the thing is, in hip hop we have disputes.
9 blunts and still having a conversation.
That's right.
If I smoke 9 blunts, I'd be like this.
Because in hip hop we have disputes and quarrels and all that. But in comedy, one thing I'll tell you some funny shit. I was actually jealous of comedians one time, right? And I'll tell you why I was jealous of you motherfuckers. One time,
the Mike came out of you motherfucker.
Mike Epps invites me to a show after he does Drink Champs. He had a ball.
That same day?
This was like the next day or something like that, or maybe that week. So I go there. They went to a pack house. I'm talking about full everything, and there was not one incident that happened. Like I wish somebody got stabbed. I wish the firecracker would have went off. Like
stabbed. See the Puerto Rican in that nigga came out right there. Like you said, stabbed. When was the last time you heard about a nigga getting stabbed?
And I was just like,
don't blame the Latinos, man.
That's very
like to stab a motherfucker. Tell me Kuka don't be stabbing. Tell me Kuka don't stab.
What's Born's name? What's Born's name? Papote stabbed the shit out of people.
Papote just stabbed somebody who came here. And he gave him a knife over there to Julio.
But is there a perfect scene in comedy, or you guys are regular humans?
What do you mean?
Meaning, because in hip hop, it's not that we have beef. It's just that it's emphasized because people are starved. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
there be beef in comedy. I'm just not a dude that's gonna be a part of beef. Either we gonna fight or we ain't. But what I'm not gonna do is sit there and go. What I'm not gonna do is sit there and be like, no, I'm not gonna talk over airwaves. Right. Either we fight or no, we ain't. If not, then let's not play this. Right. Let's just be cool and call it a day. But I got nothing but love for everybody in comedy. Everybody. I don't like when other people talk bad about anybody.
That's dope.
I defend Kev all the time. People want to talk. It's hard, and I tell Kevin, sometimes it's hard. It's heavy. Heavy as the crown. Heavy as the crown.
Heavy as the head that wears the crown.
Heavy as the head
that wears the crown.
You do got a contact. I like this.
I told you, nigga, I was high.
He's dyslexic now.
I didn't get you dyslexia.
You got the monkey.
And I'm sweating like.
I thought you did cocaine. I'm like,
Let me want to meet because my body works. Your vital organ shut down, man. Nigga be sweating here. Smoke this kidney function.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you a funny story why I don't fuck with comedians no more. One night I'm in club. I'm not even in a club. I don't know why it's a club.
Charlie, they locked me in a room. No windows. And they're smoking lots of weed.
We're all dying.
Help me. Get out, nigga. Get out.
Let me tell you something. Let me just tell you something. I'm in Prime 112 one day, and Marlon walks up. He with a couple of his homies. He had on a trench coat. And
Have a beer?
Yes, please, you can have another beer. You can have some more red wine. And put his cork in there so you can take it with him, too.
Can you bring 2 of these? If there should be 2 more unless they jack.
So let me just tell you, right? So I seen him and he had like a trench coat on. It was a cold night in Miami. And I said something about his pants. I said, yo, why you got those pants on? He looked at me and I had like 12 chains on. And he said, well, that's like me telling you got on all these chains. But then I looked and he came up with 15,000 jokes about me in that very minute. And you know what? You ever looked at a nigga, you can see him thinking about what he's saying about you? And I said,
It's like a battle rap.
it's like a battle rap. And I looked at this nigga. I said, yo, I'm sorry, my nigga. I don't know if you remember. I pulled him to the side. I was like, yo, because I see you just looking at me.
Why you give me a bad American band? Give me the Julio. Give me that Guantanamo.
Damn it, you!
Is that how comedy is? Like, cause you really, I literally seen you came up with 1,500 jokes about me, like right there.
Let me open that joint for you.
That's just the way it works.
It's just how comedy
This
is.
was funny, right? It's like this is Thomas Jones, the running back for the Jets. I'm so high, I can't even open up.
We got you, brother. We got you.
Goddamn! We gonna put our iPhone into the
Here you go. Sonny, open this first.
This fucking heathen. What are you, a sailor, nigga? You don't value. This nigga don't value his smile. The nigga opened the beer on his seat. That nigga did severe time implementation, my nigga. That nigga did a bid, my nigga.
He had been doing these different things like this.
I want this beer, nigga. I don't know what you syphilis you got in your teeth.
No, he takes shit. It's good.
Three motherfuckers I won't drink Kuma Gooden Jr. What, Tay Days? And Haitians. I don't know.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. So, damn, I don't know where to go. No. But is that how comedians is? When you see something, you could just really, like, a lot of people, like you can't be taught funny.
We zone
Or can you? You just is it something automatic?
We taking the environment.
Okay.
All right, nigga, you want to bet, nigga? Like Terminator. You walk in the room, it's like, oh, nigga, and it just happens real quick. And people go, where do you get that from? God damn, my phone is high.
That's a good thing.
Your phone got contact.
It's not taught. I always say inspiration comes from God. When I say something funny, it's like God goes, yo, nigga, say this. You know, look at his mouth. Hey, nigga, when you open this shit, he look like a pirate, nigga. Like, it just happens. It's not like, when it's forced, people be like, ah, that's forced. But I don't need to force, my nigga. I just choose to go all the way there.
But how about like hecklers when you on stage?
They don't want to do this.
They don't want to.
Nigga, go home. First of all, I got the mic. And nigga, everything you say sounds like
It does.
I'm already winning because of clarity, my nigga. Like, and then you look stupid, and you drunk, and you got your girl with you, and she look funny. Oh, my nigga, you losing tonight. You losing. What's your bill, nigga? What did you eat? Nigga, you're losing. I'm gonna look at your life, nigga, and what some shoes look like. Yo, put the light on them shoes. He can't put the light on me. I already got the light on me. I'll throw out everything funny about me. Now that I disarmed you, what do you got, nigga? I'm gonna get into your pain. I'm gonna talk about your daddy issues, nigga. And that's why I say don't fuck with a comedian.
Right, yeah, I learned that.
Because we will try to, if we have to kill your whole city, if there's a terrorist in this city, I'm blowing up the whole city. I gotta get him. He's in that bunker over there. I know there's gonna be casualties, but that nigga, he gotta go. That's just the way it
Have you
goes.
ever bombed like one night and just nothing worked for you?
Sure, but I did that I like to do that.
Meaning,
You like to bomb?
Oh, it's fun.
like you talking about on the come up, You can't do that
No, it
now.
has
Like
to happen.
now, like
Sometimes
I
on the regular.
like to bomb.
Nah, I can't.
Why? Because you learn from it?
I don't understand what you're saying.
I like to bomb. Here's why.
Bang, bang.
Because I'm growing. I'm not there. If I go to a show and I'm there and I'm not getting paid, it's one thing when I'm doing a show. Y'all come and see me. Y'all paying $45, $50 a ticket.
Right.
I'm gonna give you a show.
Right.
If I'm going up to like Comedy Cafe,
Right.
Laugh Factory, Comedy.
So you're testing material. Is that's true that comedians do that?
I'm
right?
going up there to grow in some way.
Right.
Allow me to use the stage for my progression in comedy. So it's not about, if jokes don't work, that's all right. Not everything you think is funny or great, it's just not gonna happen. It's part of the process.
Right.
Not every rhyme you write is gonna be hot. But when you say that one and you see the Puerto Rican, they go, "Wah!"
What did that mean? Cuban being.
We got a Puerto Rican horn. But you know when you said something hot. So it's the same thing in damn, you gave money back? Wow, you making money. Well, you want a tip. This is a trick.
Damn, Mr. Lee, you got side deals?
No, look ahead.
He gonna be like, damn, I thought nigga gonna give me $100 for that 20. So you gotta try stuff out. You can't be afraid to fail. Bombing is part of comedy. And I feel bad for the new guys that come out and they bomb and they get backstage and you see suicidal thoughts going through their head. Like, nigga, if this roof was like, this building was 2 stories high, I'd jump off that shit. They hurt.
Right.
But when you're a G in the game, just go, nigga, I'm just trying shit. I'm gonna see how it goes. And sometimes for me, a bomb is the best thing I did because I made them quiet. Because I got to express what the fuck I wanted to express without your judgment. See, nowadays, everybody wanna judge you for your thoughts. I gotta go to dark places. My job is to go in these dark tunnels that everybody fucking scared to go in and go get these fucking jokes. So, excuse me if I offend some motherfuckers on the way there, but I'm gonna go in here and get these jokes.
It's like free psychiatry for you.
Yeah, and for everybody else, I'm going to heal. I'm going up there for just my healing.
Right.
I'm going there for all you niggas healing, because all y'all been through this shit, and I don't give a fuck what the joke is.
Right.
You gotta be able to go down there. You gotta be able to hear silence. You gotta be able to hear offend motherfuckers.
Gotta be awkward.
in order to get truth. Yeah, because that's somewhere between awkward and entertaining is
The truth.
hilarious.
Right.
Is it harder to be a comedian now because of everybody being so sensitive, everybody being like right now, like right now I can I'm giving you a fake example. I'll give you an example. 21 Savage.
I probably ruined my career. Oh shit!
That's okay.
The beer is nothing. and I know. Why did they make beer shaped like this, my nigga? Give me a cup. Yeah.
Yo, where's the cork for his $100?
You need a cork for that?
You threw the cork away? Niggas ain't throw corks away on $100 shit.
Cocaine.
What the fuck is your problem?
Hey, he did a hardcore
He's from Puerto
pause.
Rico for real. The wrong part.
Okay, so what we talking about? Before I got high and spilled this beer.
Talking about giving an example of how
Jokes. We're talking about between.
21 Savage.
21 Savage.
These high niggas.
Oh, no, I got it.
Try to remember what the fuck they was saying before. And this high motherfucker with the face say, yo, nigga, you know your job. Your job is to remember shit. Go kid. Your job is to remember shit. Your job is to remember shit. You roll blunts. You remember shit. You just be high and nigga, you be high.
Right now, 21 Savage dropped an album. In his album, one line, he said, I want to have Jewish money, right?
Yeah.
He meant no disrespect to the Jewish community. What he's trying to say is, Jewish people in the neighborhood always have money, right?
Yeah.
So if we could offend people and rap with those type of lines, what is comedy? Like, what is the future of comedy with?
Listen, people don't get offended by that.
What, in comedy?
People ain't seeing what's happening. There's outside forces that are intervening and coming at us and attacking us on social media. And these are bots. And these bots are created from other countries that's trying to take and bring down everybody and anybody that's successful right now. They're trying to bring it down. They're trying to create these wars. They're trying to make us ultra sensitive. They're trying to create and disrupt us and create an unharmonious society. And these stupid motherfucking people start feeding into this. And the press picks this bullshit up. And the press puts this out and they feed it back in. And what's happening is you're killing the core and the fiber of America. And people don't even understand that we're being puppeted. You stupid motherfuckers. And I'm not even, this is a high thought. It sounds real.
No, that shit's real.
We understand what you said.
It goes to the heart of what's going on even with the presidential shit right now.
That towel that's in the front seat.
You need a special towel? Whoa, dude. There's a special towel in the front seat?
The nigga said, he woke up and said, stay woke, nigga. No, but understand that we're being manipulated.
Invaded. We're being baited. We're being
baited. And what people are doing is feeding into this. There's a bigger agenda that I may die after saying this shit. And it's not because I'm saying it here in little, I don't know where the fuck we at. What the fuck is this? We don't need this. All right, so what I'm saying is, comedians can still do what they do.
They should.
You can still not give a fuck. But what happens is sometimes when you don't give a fuck, you do a joke, and now the corporations is like, yo, we can't mess with you because that joke you did. Whereas before, you used to only fuck with me because, because of the jokes I did.
I don't think Kevin Hart could have stepped down. You think if he did, what was it in your opinion that they wanted an actual apology for something that
what was it that he did again? Just remind me.
I think he said something in the past, some gay joke.
Everything that was from the past, mind you, which is fucked up.
Which is 10, 12 years ago.
Like the Chris Rock shit is all
he apologized for
before he made his first $1 million. He gotta make some noise, so he's gonna say some outlandish shit.
For it. So are you
even beyond that? I personally don't think comedians need to apologize for jokes.
Not even the Chris Rock thing that happened.
I don't think comedians need to apologize.
I just saw that shit recently with the
white guy
thing. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I saw that live.
Nah, I'm not gonna trip.
Go ahead.
Here's why.
Yeah.
We all grew up in the neighborhood. I'm sitting here with a bunch of, especially poor people. Right? Nobody here grew up in fluency.
White guy who says nigga.
Yeah, right. We all grow up in projects, in these penitentiaries and shit, and you always got those white boys that you hang with.
Right.
That's your niggas.
Right.
And you go, yo, I talk about my special. You get that nigga pass. Because y'all are that fucking cool. Right. I know you ain't saying nigga at me with the ER. I know you ain't saying nigga in a disrespectful way. See, it's not about a word. It's about the connotation of the word. What do you mean by what you saying? Because, my nigga, you could say hi.
Right.
And I'll be like, nigga, what you mean by hi? Or I could be like,
like what up? Like what up could be beef. What up could be beef.
Exactly.
Yeah, what up?
It's what you say behind the word. I don't get caught up in words. And I think as a society, what we have to all do is get less sensitive, my nigga. Nobody trying to hurt nobody. This is love. And we have to read between the lines of what's happening.
Comedians was that one place where that past was universal.
There was no political correctness. Like you just let it ride.
I'm not politically correct. I probably will never fucking be. I don't like being locked in a cage with a weed smoking.
But what? It's politically correctness freedom here.
But if I was politically correct, I'm like, I can't do that shit because they're smoking weed and drinking liquor.
No windows.
Now, if I didn't know there's windows, nigga, I wouldn't have came.
That would have been, you're right. I need windows.
I need windows.
We do it like Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
I'm only in a bunker. Like this is Saddam's house.
Well, you say man.
Like who's the nigga from Libya? Gaddafi's gonna come out.
Coming out of his boxes.
We go to Vibes House Studios, House of Vibes. Come on, goddamn.
I'm sorry, I ain't gonna big this bullshit up. Y'all can do that if you want to. Y'all get politically correct. I want Bob to know you got some bullshit in there. Give me some windows and some everything.
At least admit it's a good bomb shelter.
But what happens when things like that, like, for instance, right, Aziz, right?
Yep.
He gave her the head, and she didn't like it.
That was ridiculous, man.
And she didn't like it, and she got down with Me Too. I feel like that's out of line.
Me Too was like, nah, ho, you on your own.
Me Too didn't fuck up that one. They almost did. They looked at it.
Here's what I was saying. I will say this. I think things.
I'm sorry. That was funny.
You need a correction, right? Men, we was out of control.
Absolutely.
We was out of control. And it's okay. I have a daughter. I got, women in my life I love. My sisters, my mom. We had a good run.
Yeah.
And it's okay for them to start getting
a correction.
There's
a correction.
And right now it's getting there because they need to be valued.
Yeah.
But it's a correction and it's rightful. And so I'm not mad about it, but the things that annoy me sometimes is when it goes too far. And that's when you're like, all right, now you're being sensitive. There's a point where people stop taking your plight seriously. When it goes too far.
But you think
Bill
was drug issues? I don't think Bill was.
I don't know. He never drugged me.
Which Bill?
I'll tell you this much. I won't drink that nigga's coffee.
Did you have a blow out with Bill?
A pudding pop? You had a pudding pop?
Nah.
You ain't had no jello with Bill?
Nah, my nigga. I'll keep it real. That nigga didn't like me.
Because you say nigga too much. That's right. Yeah, you say nigga. You don't like
nigga.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's what I feel. Like with Cosby, right? I feel like I don't care. He's still my hero in terms of comedically.
Right.
I don't have to like everything about you.
That's real.
But I'm not going to denounce the thing about you that was great because that makes me a fool.
Like African Bambaataa. We love African Bambaataa.
Or OJ. Or an OJ.
OJ's a better example. I shouldn't have brought up African Bambaataa.
No, Bambaata's a good guy.
African Bambaataa. Wait, he fucking little boys. That's a whole other.
I totally forgot about that.
I thought that's what you meant.
No, yeah,
that's definitely what he meant.
I totally forgot.
I'm trying to get you killed, my nigga.
OJ, let's say OJ.
You have to respect.
Go back to Mel.
But any of them, you have to respect what they did great.
Right.
Because Cosby, if it wasn't for Cosby, there'd be no probably Obama in office. Cosby made black people in their living room.
What's it, Huxtables? Huxtables, yeah.
The Cosbys.
I thought them niggas was real.
The Cosby Show.
I was looking in Brooklyn for them niggas for 12 years.
I want to rob them too.
I didn't want to rob them.
What I'm saying is, but at the same time, I don't condone him doing anything harmful to women because, like I said, I got a mama, I got daughters, I got sisters. It's just inhumane.
Isn't a part of you that
if
said,
it's
come
true,
on.
and like I said, nigga, I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But if it's true, take your ass to jail. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yeah. And then there was always one juror that was in there going, yeah, he might have did it, but nigga, remember that episode he did about Theo with the shirt? But if you do those kind of heinous crimes, you should spend time in jail, and there's no excuse for that. But to say that he wasn't a great comedian, it's not true.
But look at the difference between him and Harvey Weinstein, right? And I know we're all in Hollywood, and we're not trying to be politically correct. You said
I can tell you this. I knew
Harvey. I look at Harvey and say, I think he touched her.
I did three movies. I did 4 movies with Miramax.
Okay.
Let me tell you. They don't just rape women, they rape niggas too. In the deals. Oh my God. On the deals. Them niggas took the Scary Movie franchise. You gonna rape me up the Scary Movie franchise? You gonna take the shit?
You went too fast.
No, but I this character, right? And like I said, I don't know. But when a bunch of women come forward, what you have to do is
What's the nigga Terry Crews?
You have
Terry
to pay
Crews said the nigga
attention.
touched his ass.
That wasn't Terry. It wasn't Harvey.
No, it was somebody else.
Somebody else. And by the way, I want to meet the nigga that touched his ass.
Terry Crews' ass.
That guy had
nigga got balls. He was trying to commit a new way to commit suicide. He was like, nigga, I don't want to jump over a building.
Triple OG.
I don't want to shoot myself. I know. I'll find the biggest nigga I know. I'll touch his dick in front of his wife.
good.
Ouch. So what I'm saying is, like, all these things, like I said, there needed to be a correction. Women deserve the right to be protected. They deserve the right. I tell my son, us as men, we got to do better. We got to do better. We got to tell our boys, hey man, you can't do that. Hey man, no, you ain't supposed to hit a woman under no circumstance. Right. I get it. I get she made a call you the N-word. Well, guess what, nigga? You could walk down the stairs. You walk away. I had a good example in front of me as a father. Black men of color, men of anything, you need to be in your kid's life and you need to be present and you need to teach these niggas the right way to do shit. And women shouldn't have to fight for their rights and their equality. Same way black people shouldn't have to have fought. It should have been a given that I'm a fucking human being and I shouldn't be treated like this. Right. But it's not. And so when people are fighting for their freedoms, then we should support that and support their rights.
God damn it, make some noise for that.
Until it encroaches on comedy.
Now you being one of the successful comedians and one of the people.
By the way, if you're coming to the show tonight in Miami,
and you slur a little,
it's gonna be in Doral.
Doral.
And I got one show tonight.
Doral's the homie coming to the show
today.
Two shows tomorrow. I got.
You're gonna be at least. You're gonna be. Yeah. Is it Tiger Ball time?
I'm not done yet.
Tiger Ball.
Let's big it up.
All right, so I got 2 shows tomorrow.
Yes.
I got one show Sunday, and I got 2 shows on Monday. And I want to say, if you're coming tonight, it's probably gonna be a terrible show.
It's gonna be a special show. It's gonna be a special show.
These niggas got me ripped.
Let me just tell you something. You are one of the top comedians out there. You one of the people that we identify with the hood. This is the reason why, constantly, like, and you know what? I can tell hip hop helps that. Hip hop helps the gap between comedians and rappers.
Absolutely.
But here's what I want to ask you though. Was there ever any scrutiny after white chicks, right? Because there's always this thing that they say that to unempower a black man, that they want to put a skirt on us, or they want to put
They said about Martin Lawrence.
They said that about us. So I'm
that
wondering,
nigga that created that theory
because you
smoked the wrong blunt and read Behold the White Horse. I
read the book too.
We have to allow ourselves.
Hold on, this was you guys' script. You came up with that, or this was
my brother Sean came up with it?
Okay, cool.
We all wrote it and produced it.
Okay, cool. So that's the difference.
White people don't do this.
So can we explain something?
White
explain
listen.
that this was your guys' thing as opposed to, because what people think is it's always a white person that comes to you
with this
and says, "Yo, we want you to
trying to emasculate."
Yeah, okay. Take it from
even
here.
if they did, if it's a brilliant script,
right.
Nigga, you're telling a story.
Right.
You shallow-minded motherfucker. Let art be art.
Yes.
Don't come in here with your scrutiny and your bullshit. What are you doing to better society? What are you doing to better the race? Because your opinion, my nigga, is just an opinion. So why don't you do something that's actually going to be effective? Instead of pulling us apart, let's bring us closer together.
God damn it.
White people don't sit around and look at Rob Williams and go, he put on a dress, he emasculated the white race. I haven't heard that yet. Robin Williams wore a dress.
Word, Miss Doubtfire.
Miss Doubtfire.
Black people are we're trained. They're trained us to hate on each other. And
you know what else my shit? Tropical Thunder.
You're so high. You ask questions, don't listen to fucking answers.
My bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
This nigga so high, he was rubbing his Jesus chain. Like Santa Maria.
Keep going.
So we're trained to hate on each other.
Damn.
We're trained. We have to open ourselves up. Why is it that we call our forefathers of comedy coons and buffoons? But white people call theirs greats. Robert, do they look at Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, and call them coons?
Charlie Chaplin, that's the nigga with the Hitler mustache.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, I don't know about the coons before. Who calls it that?
I'm just saying, in terms of.
I mean, people call. I mean, I'm just saying for anybody that doesn't know.
Sometimes, yes, and it's been labeled that throughout history. Been labeled that. Why do I have to look at my heroes in a negative connotation? Right. The people that made it for us to be in this situation. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be where we are to be able to tell the kind of stories about the kind of black man that we are.
Right.
That man did what they had to do back then to get us in the game. So who are we to look back and judge? Meanwhile, they look at theirs and they applaud, and we can't look at ours and applaud the effort and go, here's what I could do different, here's what I could make better. But even then, look at when Robin Williams puts on the dress, white people don't. Tom Hanks wore a dress when he did Bosom Buddy.
Yeah, Bosom Buddy.
Fucking 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And did anybody go Tom Hanks? He's emasculating the white man. They embrace theirs.
But did you actually hear that rumor?
We have to embrace ours.
No, he obviously has.
I'm asking,
What?
Did you hear that rumor? Like, that's what happens to the black man?
I heard that bullshit. I don't listen. I do comedy, brother. Nigga, was it funny? Was it funny? Listen, I'm doing a movie that's polarizing. I'm doing a movie that speaks about black and whites. I'm doing a movie that empowers both races. I'm doing a movie that is about it's really a gender movie. It's White Chicks is so dope because you would think it's about black and white, but it's more about black and white. It's about female, male. It's about pop culture. It's about where things was going. We was ahead of the curve. So for us,
and Caitlyn Jenner took it. Caitlyn Jenner took it.
And the N.O.R.E podcast just got canceled.
I'm just playing. That's a joke.
His son has to quit basketball because he can't afford his jersey. Are you playing basketball tomorrow? You got a terrible game because nigga, I'm high as fuck.
Real talk though. When I was driving here with Boris, what do you call him again? Chipotle? What do you call him? Papote. I said, Papote, we're gonna interview him right away. He goes, who? I said, by the way, white chicks dressed like, oh, I like that movie. You don't really talk like that. I just fucked this up.
But I just think it's all about how we view things. And I want to change the perspective of how we look at our past because, sometimes your past is handed you the way it was handed to you. You can't fix that. I can never change the fact that we were slaves. Right. And when you learn about slavery in school and you black and you start sinking in your seat out of shame because they're not teaching about all the other slaveries that happen in every other fucking continent. They're just telling you about the black experience, which makes you feel lower. I shouldn't have to feel lower about something that was not in my control. I should be empowered by the fact that I went through that experience, was still here, and was stronger than fucking ever. And if it wasn't for whatever experience that happened, nigga, we wouldn't be the people we are today.
This nigga done turned into Malcolm X.
That's what happens when you give me contact high. I start making sense. I got this nigga crying. Look, that nigga crying. You ain't never felt so good to be black in your life.
Now, Marlon, I'm so sorry. This
Hold
is
your
the part
green
of
cup
Drink
up. Your
Champs
green cup.
tradition.
Your green cup.
Merry Christmas. Do not. This is called.
Don't know what this is. I've never seen nothing.
Amber Rose, drink it.
It's black, nigga.
It should say.
It look like you.
It should say.
It look like you squoze this nigga's skin into this glass.
Let's explain to him. Because so many people, they want to give these people, when you're great. I want to look at you in your face and tell you how much of a fan I am of you.
This sounds like I'm about to die when I drink this fucking drink.
No, because hear me out. If we're not gonna big each other up, then who's gonna big each other up? And us as people, and I'm not talking black, I'm talking about our culture. We gotta keep continuing to say that, what you're doing out there and how you're doing it out there, we respect what you're doing, man.
Thank you,
and we love what you're doing.
Kind of shot? No.
Drink champs.
It's soy sauce.
I got. You want me? I'll take some more.
But then again, you had 19 fucking blunts in a half hour.
Salute. Eye to eye. All right, let's go. That was terrible.
What is that? Look, you handled that really good. You know what that is? It's the soy sauce? I think you get another character out of that, right?
Like a ball.
Smoke it.
Listen, you know that.
It's all bad in my chest.
Yo, I've known this nigga 30 years.
I've never seen him quiet in my life. It's scary to me right now. I'm scared now.
Someone threw a Molotov cocktail in my chest.
I've never seen a nigga scared in 30 years.
I don't know what's gonna happen to me.
Let me tell you something. Yeah, you so genuine.
Someone made this in jail, my nigga.
Very true.
Someone made this in jail, like.
Look, that's it right there.
And before
Chinese
you rape niggas, he go, yo, take a shot of this. Just take a shot of this. Oh my
Mitch,
God.
you sure? I'll help you out.
Yeah, let me get one.
I'll take a shot with you. I got you.
You want a shot? I'll take a shot with you too.
Yo, just so you know, I just want you to know, my first bid I ever did after 3.5 years, I shot a nigga after seeing Juice. So,
Nigga, I remember.
You didn't get the message.
And you inspired me.
No.
I remember.
You didn't get the message.
Niggas in Queens was like, this nigga's home. Like, God came back.
Wait,
don't tell nobody that. Come on, man.
I'm part of this
Hold on,
game.
you want another shot?
I'm good.
Let's do this together, man.
Come on, well, give him a little shot. Give him a little shot.
But
Let's
why?
do unity.
Because I ain't gonna lie, you are a great sport. You came in here.
You can't keep giving me emotional speeches before you.
He's good at that.
I see you already. I'm ahead of you. Like,
I got you. Come on,
I'm
give me a
not
cup.
that great, nigga. I never won anything.
No, I'm gonna give you a little.
I've never been nominated for the shit. I'm not that great. Don't pick me up.
Bob, look at that. That's it. Come on, Mitch. I got you, man. Look, I'm gonna give you a little bit more than that. All right, cool. I'm gonna give you a little more because I don't want you.
You don't have to.
Like that. Come on.
Nah, I'm good. I got enough.
All right. Look, everybody taking a shot. Hold on.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something. All of our crew was off. They didn't want to come in today. But when I said
Nah, really, real talk.
I'm sorry.
it's in the motherfucking building, you know what happened? The whole Drink Champs Army shut down shit. The motherfucking man. Yo, so one of the.
Here's the thing. I don't smoke weed, right?
If you did, I would have you high as hell.
I'm already high as hell. I've been high for the last half hour.
All right, you ready? Let's go.
Whoa.
Let's go. Come on, let's do it.
I can't get used to that shit, dog.
Let's go.
That shit fit. Oh,
Don't
fuck.
get used to it after the
Here you go.
Yeah, no. After the third one, we do the
I
third
think we have
one.
a potent Tiger Bone.
That's a good one. That's a
That
good
Tiger Bone is potent, man.
But he from Brooklyn / Manhattan.
Tiger Bone?
You
Holy shit, dog.
okay, brother?
That shit's bad, right?
We about to lose one. Somebody about to go down.
Doctor, the first 48, we got one down.
So what's the next move for comedy?
I got a question for you.
Okay.
What the fuck made you go, let me get everybody high as fuck and drunk as a motherfucker and do a podcast? What the fuck? What's next? We gonna get everybody high on crack.
Now you see that shit when they doing
Shit.
a slingshot from Dubai from one building to another. That's my next show.
It's the Bookie podcast.
Slinging somebody from a slingshot from one to the other. But
Look at his face.
Tiger Beats,
you
man.
think?
Yo, can you open that window?
Nah.
You think comedy will last this long?
Comedy?
Comedy will be here forever.
Yeah, comedy will be.
Comedy will be here forever, and as long as we keep pushing the limits, you know, sometimes if I say something offensive, I was supposed to.
Yeah.
And I was supposed to give up that part of my career to be brave enough to not give a fuck. Because all the real greats at some point, you have to go, fuck that, I'm gonna say it. And you gotta be truthful because nobody else is gonna say it. Because that's why the motherfuckers ain't comedians. And for us, we gotta say it. And if I lose all you niggas, I don't give a fuck.
Now you ain't losing us.
The
We with you
people,
forever.
the people that
You took
really,
2 shots to Tiger Bone with us. We with you for
and I'm
life.
still talking articulate.
Damn, you articulated a motherfucker right now.
I get drunk, I get spiritual, my nigga. I'm a different kind of drunk, my
Nigga
nigga.
got more sober as he got drunker. That's hard. That's crazy.
That's the way I'm wired.
Put your glasses on right now.
And nobody drives better fucked up. Daddy Swerving, give him a beer. So for me, you have to push the limits. We gotta not give a fuck. We gotta keep going there. And if I lose fans, fuck them. Because the ones that I gained, those are the ones that I'm supposed to have, and they're stuck with me. Because they know that I'm protecting them by speaking truthfully about what the fuck is happening. And that's always, and you gotta be a real nigga. Fuck all this, you gotta be politically correct. Nigga, comedy is not politically correct. There's politically correct comedians, and they do great. But that's for them. For me, I'm not that nigga. Somebody farted and trying to cover it up with weed smoke. I smell shit.
You don't got many people on your side, man. So it gotta be one of two.
You look like you farted anyway. Nigga pointing to nobody on. We gotta not give a fuck. My job is to not give a fuck. My job is to talk about what people won't talk about. So fuck it. I'm gonna be that nigga. And if I ever say something that loses fans, or loses a show, loses endorsements, then that was all supposed to be lost. For me to find the new me, and for the audience to find that I'm a true motherfucker. I always spoke my motherfucking mind, and those that love me will bring me back to the top.
Got to make some noise for that. Now, let me ask you this, because the Richard Pryor story.
You nosy as fuck.
Yeah. I'm trying to be good at my job.
Nigga.
Yeah, I'm trying to be good at my job.
Hey, Mitch, help me.
I got one.
What?
So, listen, the Richard Pryor story.
I think I'm fucked up. Go.
You doing good?
The Richard Pryor story.
These questions get deeper and deeper.
No, it's because when I heard the Richard Pryor story, and this is God honest, I kid you not, I think I said it on the podcast, I'm not sure, but when I heard it, I felt like it was either you or Mike Epps. I don't feel like anyone should ever be in the running for it. I just feel like
I think either one of us would have served it justice.
And so what
it was a great experience for me, man. I don't know what's happening with the movie.
Okay.
It's been through, it started out, my brother Damon was going to do it years ago.
It was going to be an actual production
Eddie
company?
Murphy was going to do it. And then Mike, and me, and Mike. And so
when you say Eddie Murphy's going to do it, play Richard or
Eddie
be
Murphy's
a part of the
Richard.
production?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
at a point.
All right.
And for me, I'm blessed because going up for that audition brought me to the stage. That and the movie I did with my brother Damon called Behind the Smile brought me to the stage. So my hero in comedy meaning going to play his life. If I felt like I do Richard Pryor story, I should get my ass on stage. If I'm playing the greatest comedian ever, I need to get my ass on stage. And so I started doing stand-up.
You weren't doing stand-up before that?
Nah. And that's the thing that really got me started doing stand-up. And so the movie happening or not happening, it didn't affect me in a negative way. I was like,
it opened a new chapter.
God brought me to the stage. It'd be great to play. I want to play it great. I'm gonna be a great, and that's what why I'm doing stand up every goddamn weekend. This weekend I'm at the Miami Improv in Doral. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for that. In Doral, Miami, and I got 2 shows Friday, 1 show Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 1 show Sunday, 2 shows on Monday, New Year's Eve. Come, and then next weekend I'm at the West Palm Beach Improv, and the weekend after that I'm at the Improv in Orlando.
Wow. We'll drop this tonight.
We dropping this tonight. Listen. Because I know you gotta go. So, you were supposed to.
I better hear this tonight too. That sounds like a.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. The fans will hit you and tell you.
So
you were supposed to play Robin Dick Grayson in 1995, Batman Forever. But they switched directors.
That nigga changed
to Tim Burton. You were supposed to play
Tim Burton?
Yeah,
Robin.
I was supposed to play Robin.
You were supposed to play Robin in Batman.
Oh,
in Batman, but
you was going to be the first black fucking Robin.
Yeah, but you know what?
The tights ain't fit you. What happened?
Nah. My cod piece was too big. Robin's balls was way too big. Batman got insecure. It was like, yo, fire that nigga.
What's wrong with that room?
I look at it like this, man. If it didn't happen, I tell this to my audience, I tell this to my people, I tell this to my kids. If it didn't happen, it wasn't meant to be. What's God trying to tell you? When that didn't happen for me, it was God saying, I don't want the easy road for you. I I need you to have a harder road. If I did Robin, I would have never written Don't Be a Menace. I would have never did never did scary movies. I would have never did created Wayans Brothers with my brother Sean. I would have never did the things that I wound up doing if I didn't do those. If I didn't not. How do I say this? It's a double negative. If I did,
I'm helping.
that would never happen. That's Puerto Rican. I would have never done it. But being that I didn't do Batman, Robin, yes,
play Robin,
the movie Batman.
Yeah, the movie Batman.
Being that I didn't do that, it was the best thing that never happened.
Wow.
So open up other doors for you.
But then you redeem yourself because then you got G.I. Joe. When I ain't gonna
Yo, G.I. Joe's shit.
I didn't even know you was in G.I. Joe. I went out there to see it and I seen you was the only nigga in there. I said, my nigga. You the first nigga I saw.
And I think they killed me in the second one. They like killing me. They like killing me.
And they never kill him in the cartoons.
Nah, they
Fucked up.
The niggas live in the cartoon.
Everybody listen, they flip over the lasers, man.
Once again, you know, I don't sit there and hold tight to
You keep
things that didn't happen. I keep it moving. I got shit to do. So if it don't happen, believe me, I got shit to do. And I'm always doing something new. I'm always trying to grow, trying to get better. So I don't sit there and be mad and be hurt. Nigga, I go, what's funny about this? Because I'm going to use it somewhere. I'm going to express this on the stage or something. Niggas is going to feel it. But at the same time, I go, all right, so how do I take the same energy and put it into what I'm doing next?
And listen,
You ain't even listening. This nigga's
I am. I'm on my next. I was on my next question. Man.
Them niggas got programmed shit like a DJ. That's what's up. That.
Nah, because G.I. Joe, I knew your answer for G.I. Joe. But listen, I'm from Queens. You went to LaGuardia High.
Yeah, well, my nigga Mitch. And
Yeah, LaGuardia Airport got a high school?
No, look.
You gotta stop.
I'm from New York, dog.
I'm from Queens. And Nicki Minaj tried to Nicki Minaj was the first person to make LaGuardia High popular, but
Why are you disrespecting the gods, my nigga?
This is why when you Google it,
Nicki Minaj is like our baby girl.
That's what I'm talking about.
I see Nicki and I'm like, my baby, because we came before her. So whenever I see Nicki, I'll be like, baby, because we fam, LAG fam. So you gotta think, man, Omar Epps, Al Pacino, Adrian Brody. There's been so many great people to come out of LaGuardia High School.
I didn't know this.
Come
I'm
on,
from
man.
Queens. You know what I'm saying? I didn't.
You was just mad like, why would they put LaGuardia High School in Manhattan? They should put that shit in Queens. You got so we can take the Hollis car right to LaGuardia High School. I don't trust the Hollis car. Any niggas with beads in his front seat, I don't trust that nigga.
Oh, the dollar vans?
Yeah, I don't trust that.
Yo, Mitch, come over here, Mitch.
Why? He ain't got nothing to say.
Oh, no, man. Come on.
Just tell us we got the juice.
Come on, go. Yeah, come on. Ain't no mic for Mitch?
Yeah. Mitch, right here.
Thank you, Peggy.
So you was in Juice.
Because killing dogs in movies are funny.
Yeah.
Something else.
Mitch, you was in Juice?
Yes, sir.
Saudi Arabia.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
What you
From the
doing in
kingdom.
Juice?
Are you in Riyadh?
Nah, well,
Hi, Keisha.
you know, I
You
went
watching?
I went to high school.
Thank you, Love Fernandez.
With these cats, me, Marlon, and Omar became friends.
Because Omar Epps is your best friend, right?
Yeah. We all went to high school together.
We all best friends.
We to this day we still ride hard.
Damn.
Why you put this high nigga on? He ain't got nothing to say.
I do. He asked me a question. But no, I auditioned for Juice the year they graduated the year before me. We all kind of got movies at the same time. Marlon got Mo Money. Omar got Juice. I did this independent film with Jeff Goldblum, and then I also got the role in Juice. Now I knew Forrest Whitaker. I'm sure Ernest Dickerson.
You high,
Forrest Whitaker. I'm gonna say Forrest Whitaker. I am high, but I met Ernest Dickerson when I was an intern on Do the Right Thing.
I am so contact high right now.
Years back, and then he put me in Juice and gave me the opportunity to do a scene where he allowed me and Omar to write the pool hall scene. The whole Brenda Witherspoon shines the silver scene. Me and Omar wrote that. It wasn't in the script. We wrote it and he set the cameras around it. And then he called me back and then we ended up doing
I told you don't put this nigga on my. He's boring as fuck with you. Trying to smoke weed with him. Half the time, the nigga sleep.
And the blunt went out. So
that's God saying, nigga, no. And this nigga's face stopped working either. He wake up right before I noticed. I'm like I used to be real good at stealing.
How is it being friends with this guy?
Oh, it's dope. I mean, Marlon, like what you see, like Marlon is. I mean, it's not an act. You know, he's a supportive brother. You know, he looks out for people. He wants the best in you. He pushes you. He's, you know, the way his big brothers pushed him, I look at Marlon more as a brother than a friend. Oh. And he definitely pushes you to, like, you know, he'll say some shit that make you mad. Like, yo, I ain't fuck with that nigga today. Fuck that nigga. Like when he wants the best for you.
Funny as shit, my nigga.
But then he makes you
some subpar shit.
He makes you understand the means to get what you want, and he pushes you to get there.
That's all. You know what I just want y'all both to know, you know, Drink Champs, we realized there wasn't a platform for us to big up our people. There's so many, like I said, I don't want to keep reiterating myself, but I do want to reiterate that if we're not gonna big each other up, there's no people in this world that's gonna big us up.
My nigga, you see me at 112. Yo, come do my podcast.
Yep.
And today it wasn't about publicists and all that.
Yep, thank you.
Nigga hit me.
I appreciate that.
He quiche.
Yep.
You know,
I appreciate that. Yep.
We make it happen.
I
said
that.
I need this. You said yes.
Yep.
We met about it, man. I got nothing but love for all that we do, man, because it's so hard for us in this industry.
Right.
And I just pray that one day we create our own industry. And the only way to do that is to have conversations and have interactions that me and you had, which is like, yo, my nigga hit me.
Right.
It's communication, it's building. Let's go do it. You doing a podcast?
Yeah. Yep.
I'll hit you up in a second. Be like, yo, I'm doing a soundtrack for my such and such. Come do it. Can you do it?
I can act too, just in case, you know.
No.
I started state property too. Kevin Hart's first movie was with me. His first scene was with me.
I'm sorry about that.
Hey, it's a horrible movie.
I was gonna say Kevin Hart will apologize for his first 10 movies. I'm sorry about that.
He only claimed Soul Train. I seen him one day. He only claimed Soul Train.
He only claimed Soul Plane because it was the baby that looked so much like the nigga he couldn't deny. It's like, my nigga, it's your height, nigga. This is you. It's not Jericho, nigga. This is you. Your height.
That's so funny, man.
Yo, but listen, Marlon, man. I want to thank you and Mitch, both of y'all. Thank y'all for taking your time out.
Appreciate you,
because again, our culture, we gotta start building up our culture. And when I say our
building
culture,
bridges, stop burning them. Burning bridges.
Because
build them.
Build the bridges and the yachts, motherfucker. Let's keep it going.
Yes.
Let's continue to do what we gotta do. It's not a race thing.
It's not even about us. It's generational wealth.
That's right.
We all have children. We all have things, and this goes for every color. I'm not mad at any man trying to live the American dream from sea to shining sea. We're conquerors, as we all should be. And so it's okay to align yourself and have friendships. And nigga, just because we have a scrap. Or it don't mean that we gotta like have a breakdown or I ain't gotta fuck with you. Nigga, call me. Yo, I ain't like when you did, nigga, my bad. I'm a New York nigga, you're a New York nigga. My best friends is because we had a disagreement. And my nigga, I don't fuck with that one. Nigga, I don't fuck with that. All right. Yeah.
So say that shit.
I fuck with you stand behind. Good, because what I was trying to say was this. Well, nigga, but I took it like that. Oh, my bad. And we never had that conversation again. That's why 30 years later, we all best friends. Beautiful. And that's what we need to do with each other in this industry.
Let's make some noise. I'm sorry. That was so dope. Yo, I appreciate that. I appreciate, we got to continue to do that. We got to continue supporting each other.
Yo, big up to you too, bro.
Big up to you being so goddamn high. Still conducting the interview.
But on top of that, though,
big up to this nigga being high.
I was gonna take a piece.
All right, take your hand up. Stop. Stop. This
Somebody's at my ring.
You play too long.
Let me make sure who's at my ring.
Oh shit! But no, I was gonna say, you know what? You providing a platform by doing Drink Champs, but also shout out to you for evolving, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? In terms of, like, you talk about you was in jail based on some shit that happened after Juice or whatever.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Did you continue to, like, you know, do your music, and now you onto this platform?
Yes, thank you.
And that's also showing, like, the young people that, you know, you can your situation.
When all you niggas turn to my Angela up in this
I mean, you said the ball, man.
Ayala Vincent. You niggas said it was weed. Trying to get deep. You what you're trying to do. All that shit that you told out. You know, the kids, you know what I'm saying?